Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Leo for the season of Capricorn. Welcome, Leo. How are you going? I hope you've had a good Sagittarius season. Yeah, it's been full on. It's been busy. There's been things going on left, right and centre. But let's now just focus on what's happening in Capricorn. So this season will start just before, about the 19th, 20th of December. We're just under the spell of the Gemini full moon at the moment here. So let's see the energy for you in the season of Capricorn. We have Two of Wands. Get those plans in motion there, Leo. Just, if all else fails, just plan for what you can do. Wands is your suit, so it's about fire. So getting plans for next year. What are you going to do? You know, what to plan? Where do you want to go? Do you want to travel? Do you want to do things? It's all about fire signs like plans. They like things to work towards. They don't like just sitting around, you know, drifting around in nothingsville. So make those plans, because it's going to be a good year, but it's also going to be like, yeah, start now. Because these plans will come to fruition and you will have options next year. So there's a lot of forward moving motion next year. This is where you are right now. Yeah, the Chariot. So victory and success is there, but emotionally there's a lot of discipline that you're having to employ at the moment. I'm reading this particular Leo for a very special Leo in my life who's got a lot on her plate. However, she's strong and she's very, success is written there for her, but there's a lot of emotional discipline that she has to use at the moment in order to sort of keep that chariot moving. So this is good, and it's sort of reminding you, all you Leos, just keep that moving, keep things going. If you've got emotional, you know, disciplines that, you know, you're really doing your head in at the moment, just attend to them, get them done. Because once you sort of attend to these things, then you can really move on and success is there for you, absolutely. It's like a test from the universe to say, hey, you know what? Sometimes these emotional disciplines are the most difficult in our life, but once we've mastered them, success is ours, whatever that means to you, Leo. Let's see what's happened to make this influence this, and it's, you know, Eight of Swords, so definitely feeling entangled, feeling tied up, feeling that you really are giving your power away, you're exhausted mentally, can't seem to get on top of things, and you just feel like you can't sort of get out of that. You know, it's almost like someone's tied you up and you're trying desperately to release yourself from it. Just take your power back. Address those emotional disciplines there, Leo. That's all it is, really. But in your mind, it's just like a mess of, yeah, I don't know where to start, sort of thing. It's the emotional discipline. Take your power back. The background of the situation, Four of Swords, yeah. Very much sitting back and observing, being a spectator rather than a participant or a competitor. Needing that rest, all good and well, but you know, for Leo's your fire signs, and this is the last thing. You'd love to do it, but you just can't at the moment. However, you can withdraw sometimes and just watch. And try not to sort of use too much mental energy there, because that's where you're exhausted. It's your mental energy, Leo. So basically the catch phrase here is, you know, spectate rather than participate. I made that up, but it sounds good, doesn't it? Recent influences for you, my dear Leos. Four of Wands, look, having consolidation. You are doing a good job despite the fact that you feel like you're not, because there's a lot of emotional pressure on you at the moment. This is you walking through those sort of gateways of, you know, home, things, you know, things are better than what you think they are. There's just a lot emotionally and mentally taxing you at the moment. But consolidation is coming. It's sort of, yeah, well, okay, we can wind down a little bit. We can get those things done. We can wind down a little bit and just relax. Spend that sort of Christmas season doing what you want to do for a couple of days. Even if it's only for a couple of days, it's better than nothing. So this consolidation is coming, Leo, so really try and focus on those great things rather than all the rest of the disciplines that you're being sort of really, they're being fired at you at the moment, because there's a lot. The lesson you're learning in the Capricorn season, is the Fool. So new journeys, new beginnings. Looking forward to the 2020. What's the journey? What are you planning for? You know, looking over and beyond the pile of washing that you still haven't ironed, or whatever it is, put away, whatever. Looking beyond that and seeing, okay, what am I going to do once I've done this? Where am I going? What is my goals? What are my goals for 2020? It's been taxing in 2019, but you know what? You're here, you're still here, and you're still going. And you're still doing a good job, regardless of the many issues that have been plonked in your path. Near future. Fear for the sake of fear there. So just the head. A lot of mind energy. A lot of Leos too have a lot of opposites in Aquarius, so the air signs, like a lot of mental energies, I think, in their charts as well, from their Aquarian. The Aquarians are their polar opposites. Fear for fear's sake, just remember that. There's really nothing to be fearful of. It's just been conjured up over and over because your brain is just working overtime. So really, there's nothing to fear. Just make concrete plans, get things done, do your best. Don't go into sort of overthink there. So we'll see what's connected to this really strongly with this card of what's happening that you're not realising. The Ten of Cups. So this can be that facade, Leo, of the happy family, of doing everything, of being this happy family, of being this person. But I feel like you are, you're doing your best emotionally, and it's very much emotional, as we talked about the Chariot. You're doing the best. You're doing uber over and above what you should. And this is for you. Emotional happiness lies within yourself, knowing that you're doing what you can do within the constraints of what you've got and you're given. So you can only do your best. So just remember that too. And don't be fearful of things you can't control, Leo, because sometimes we can't, especially with the emotional Ten of Cups. It's like you can do what you can do, and then the rest of it, it just has to be, left to fate, I guess. So just know that you're doing emotionally doing the best that you absolutely can. How others see you. Yeah, the Page of Swords, so really sort of up in the air about things, a bit of sort of treading water, but, it's like being in the middle of, like a dream where you're up in the air, you're suspended in air, and you just think, I can't get anything done. It's just all sort of everywhere, and it's really, nothing's really sort of nailed down for you, and people see that in you, but that's all right, because maybe that's just a way through that you sort of project yourself to keep them out of your business, if you know what I mean, Leo. Sometimes we don't want people, trying to help and being this and that. It's like, well, look, I'll just muddle through by myself, thanks very much. So you give off this air of just being, muddly-puddly, but actually you know exactly what's going on and you're doing what exactly is, but you just don't have that energy for people. So they're sort of, oh, I'm so worried about you, which is so patronising, because you're fine. But you're just not, you're just not in the mode for doing whatever. You're just trying to get on with stuff. So that's how they see you. So as long as they're talking about you, Leo, it's fine. And it comes from a good place anyway. They're just worried about you, which is really has no basis. What you're feeling positive about in the Capricorn season is the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're just spiritually exhausted, and it's the end of the year, so another 10 come in. Yeah, you've just, you've just been drained by a lot of different things, running here, putting out fires. Constantly, it's your energy that's drained. It's nothing else. So you need to just be able to sit on the couch, on the holiday, whatever you get, and just do whatever you want. Just recharge those batteries. That's all there is to it, Leo. Just recharge. Final outcome, as we are in to 2020. Three of Cups, going out, enjoying yourself, having a bit of fun, kicking up your heels. Three people, it can also mean three people emotionally that you're connected to, enjoying that time with them, however brief that may be, but enjoy the time, enjoy the emotional time when you've got it there, Leo. Have a glass of champagne, put your feet up, get your stuff done. You'll always get everything done. But the main thing is to enjoy the moment whilst you have the moment with these people who mean so much to you. Okay? So, look, overall it's really good, but there's just been a lot going on for you, a lot of sort of universal energy teaching you this, that and the other. I just want to see what this Nine of Swords is, just to sort of put your mind at ease mainly. You've got nothing to worry about. You're doing the best with what you've got. One on that in the near future, and one on this Page of Swords, how others see you. Underneath the surface of the Nine of Swords, we have the Ten of Swords. So, look, it's coming to an end. The family curse. It's like, yeah, worry. Everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Getting out of that frame of mind where you feel like, oh my God, nothing seems to go right. But it does come to an end, Leo, and you know it. So it's about focusing on the future, not, try not to get into your head too much. It's coming to an end. It's like a jail, isn't it? But sometimes we put ourselves in jail ourselves without even realising it. But we know we've got to move through it. It's all that emotional discipline stuff, Leo, that's the main culprit that's sort of really making you, oh, I'm not doing a good job, but you are. How others see you under the surface of the pesky little Page of Swords, the Emperor, and there you are. That's more Leo to me. Your father, the boundary setter, doing what you can do, discipline, structure, hard work. And that's how you go anyway, Leo. You're very much like that. So just stick to that mantra. Stick to your father's mantra. Well, we know our fathers always said very little, but whatever they said had impact. So this is his energy saying, yeah, well, stick to the boundary, keep to the boundaries, don't worry about what other people... And that's why people are saying, oh, what's wrong? This and that. It's like, well, that's their take on it. This is who you really are. You are the Emperor. You stick to things. You get things done. You're doing a really good job. So enough said. Okay, final card. As much as I tried to keep this brief, this Capricorn season, it's now running into nearly 14 minutes. Message, very quick. Patience. At the end of the way is freedom. Till then, patience. Patience is a noble, fine quality. It implies that everything is possible in the timelessness of space and being, and a deep knowingness that reminds you that nothing can fail but your own impatience. I rest my case, Leo. Have a look at that. Okay, I wish you everything. I wish you fabulousness. Thank you so much for listening. See you in 2020.